Hello, my name is Karen, and you are on English Mastery Hub, our series Study English with Me. Welcome back. I trust that you have been on this journey with me for a while and that you are finding it beneficial. And if that is the case, I would like to ask you to please like, subscribe, and drop any comments that you may have underneath the video. We read all of them and we will reply and try to help you in the best way that we can. I hope by now that you've subscribed to our website and that you too are making use of all the awesome, absolutely free tips, tools, and courses that are available for you to improve your English. Speaking of improving your English, we will look first of all at our slogan for 2026, and that was penned by Walt Disney, who said, "All of our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them." So if today you're feeling a bit despondent, you're feeling that you're never going to master English, remember we need to persevere, to have the courage to continue, and eventually we will reach our goals. Speaking of things that can help you improve your English, I want you to remember our glossary, which is found under the control panel. You need to have logged into our website and then click on my glossary. You will open up a daily vocabulary tracker which tracks all the words that you have learned. Now, I am an English speaking person, and yet I am finding words that I'm not familiar with, and I'm adding them to my glossary and also improving my vocabulary. Whenever you're reading or listening to something and you come across a word you don't know, open your glossary and add the new word in. Set yourself reminders because you need to have seen and used the word 17 times at least for it to become embedded in your memory. So this is really a fantastic tool that you can use to improve your vocabulary. For today, I thought that we would go to tips and tools and browse the web to expand your vocabulary. So I have done that and I have clicked on bbc.com.uk.com. Here you see it here, the URL bbc.co.uk, news articles. And the article that I've chosen for today, let me just get it to the top, is entitled "A Conversation Can Really Brighten Your Day." And that is our goal on this website. There's so much negativity in the world that we want to focus on the positives, on things that help improve your life and make each day a little bit better. So, I would like you to employ the technique of shadowing, mouthing the words with me silently as I read aloud, and then afterwards, if there are any words that you're unsure of, you can add them to your glossary. You can click on this URL and you can revisit this site and go over the article again. Let us begin. A conversation can really brighten your day. Now you see that this is in italics, not italics, sorry, in exclamation marks, and that shows you that is something that someone has said. I will think of the right word just now. Users of a chatter and natter cafe aimed at supporting people with life's troubles have praised the project as a massive help. The Chatty Cafe in Wyburn, part of a not-for-profit chain, sits in one of Sheffield's most deprived areas and offers peer-to-peer support as well as directing people who need help with health, housing, or financial concerns to advice services. Diane Wood, 61, a full-time carer for her husband, is a regular visitor and said the cafe catered for people of all ages and cultures. She said she was keen to help others needing support, adding, again, this is what someone said, so it's showing you that this is direct speech. She said, coming here, I feel like I've achieved something. I feel loved. Wood said, my day-to-day life is caring for my husband. I help him cope with the stresses of life, and I come here and join in activities. I'm a very sociable person, and I like to greet people with a hug. If I couldn't come here, I'd not do anything. I'd just be in the house. It'd have a lot of effects. I'd just be doing housework. And there you can see a group, the people that come to the Chatter and Natter Cafe. The Chatty Cafe network began in Greater Manchester in 2017. The brainchild of Alex Hoskin, a social worker who went through a period of social isolation after having her first child. When you have a baby and you're pretty much confined to the house and your sleeping patterns are disrupted, you begin to feel isolated and you begin to feel that your problems are insurmountable, that you cannot solve them. And so this became the brainchild. What does that mean? Let's click on that word brainchild. And it means the original idea or creation of a person. Remember in your glossary that you can change the English to whatever your home language is and get the meaning translated into your home language. So Alex Hoskin came up with this idea of creating a chatty cafe. The non-profit means that it doesn't make money, runs standalone cafes such as the Wyburn Community Centre, as well as drop-in meetups in established cafes. Hoskin was inspired while visiting a cafe full of customers sitting separately. She said, I started to think about the positive impact we could have had on each other if we had sat together. I know from experience that when you're feeling lonely, a short conversation with another human can really brighten your day. And I realized that you can be out of the house all day, yet have no interaction with another person. And many of you, I'm sure, will know that's true, especially if you've moved to a country where your language is not the spoken language of the country, and you end up feeling isolated because you cannot communicate with the people around you. Another regular face at the Chatty Cafe in Wyburn is Amber Broughton, who's 30, who said she used the cafe after dropping her children off at school. She said, it's a nice way to be involved in everything. Find out what's coming up. They do courses and things for children, as there's not a lot to do around here. So this helps massively. When I've been, I feel a sense of relief. If this place wasn't here, we'd just be sitting on the steps outside. There's a group of us moms. We call it the Mothers Meeting. we'd be on the steps outside having a chat. So this place is good. We can come in and have a cuppa, and you know, cuppa is rather a slang word, a colloquial word, which means a cup of tea. I've just put the kettle on. Do you fancy a cuppa? So it's not a real English word, but it is a slang or colloquial word. We can come in, have a cuppa, and just put the world to rights, really. It's a nice way for everyone to get together. This expression, put the world to rights, really means to put your problems into perspective. That when you share a problem that you're having with somebody else, we say in an English expression, a problem shared is a problem halved. It makes your problem not seem so bad. Get in touch. Right. Related topic. So that is the article, and I think it's a wonderful idea. I'd love to find out what you think about it, and maybe you've come across one of these chat and natter cafes or chatty cafes in the area that you live in. And if you haven't, why not try starting one yourself? Or even just a group of people getting together once or twice a week, sharing their experiences and having conversations with other people really helps brighten your day. So I hope you enjoyed that article. Remember too to check out our courses page, and I'm thinking in particular of our English grammar lessons, which are found under courses. This is an introduction to English grammar, and if you go to slide number 2, you will see all the different types of grammar that we come across. Now, in today's article that we read, we were mainly speaking in direct speech and not reported speech. If it was in reported speech, it would have been somebody else reporting what they said. But in today's article, we use direct speech. However, feel free to go and check out reported speech on page 63, 64, 65, and 66. And then again, if you have any questions that you need answering, please drop us a comment below the video and we will try and help answer your questions and lighten the burden of problems in your life. So thank you for joining me today. I hope that you've enjoyed the article and that you found it somewhat uplifting. I try to do articles that are going to be positive and just help improve your day and put a smile on your face. So looking forward to seeing you next time. Bye-bye.